breathe it, love it. All sports, double coverage.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. Hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom with the great man Sauce, Ep 106, Playboy or Baywatch. What gets pumped next? Saucy, we'll have a bit of fun when we get to hobby talk regarding that. It's going to be quite interesting. But how have you been? First and
I've
foremost,
been good, mate. I've been good. Plugging along another week. Some good fights in the UFC, so we'll talk about that a bit later. A big F1 race that was juicy. I had a lot of action, a lot of overtaking. It was probably one of the races of the season thus far, in my opinion. And it's been a big week in sport. There's always been a big week, and Summer League has been firing up. Deals getting done there. Apparently, the talks of the Lakers and the Nets. The Lakers in town. Kyrie worded to potentially going to the Lakers. Nothing confirmed yet, but I mean, who knows how this plays out?
Well, we'll start with Summer League since we're there. Apparently, I've heard on the flip side that Woj potentially said that there could be a 4-team deal involved, and the Heat are going to get Kevin Durant.
I mean, why wouldn't you go there? Tax-free money. You know, why not? It's where dreams are made of, where championships are won. I mean, LeBron moved there, they won a chip, and it would probably give them that edge. It'd give you guys, the Heat, that edge if he did go there. So Pat Riley, he's a master of these things, of pulling off these moves. So I wouldn't put it past him to be able to wiggle something and get it done. Obviously, you'd probably be seeing Hero out the door and Bam Bam out the door. You probably only keep Butler, and everyone else can potentially be shifted around. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Adam. We're trading one drama queen for another. That's right. Westbrook for Kyrie, as he says there. That's pretty funny.
Skip Bayless has just been tweeting at LeBron as well, and he's just like, put your cigar down, and how about you stop trying to throw people under the bus and actually try for once. And yeah, he's just giving it to him. He was actually giving it to him. It was pretty funny. And you know me, I usually stick up for LeBron, but as we said last season, man, like he put this team into the position that it's in. From the season before, the guy that you left open in the playoffs is the guy you wanted to recruit to your team. He was a failed experiment in Washington. He failed in Houston. He failed in Oklahoma after KD, and LeBron wanted him. What a Lamont. Seriously, it was just dumb. It was dumb.
I've said that multiple times on this show. I don't even know how many times I've stressed it. We literally guarded him as a joke
no
for
respect.
3-point.
No respect.
We left him 5 meters open from the 3-point line in a playoff series and beat them in that playoff series. And we thought with two guys who already aren't the best 3-point shooters, respectively, in LeBron and AD, thought it would be a great idea to bring a guy that's even worse than them from 3. Shoots out 25%.
LeBron genuinely gave more respect to Draymond Green and Andre Robertson. Andre Robertson couldn't hit the backside of a barn from 3.
Yeah.
They got more respect than what Westbrook did in that season when he was at the Houston Rockets. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see where they move. I know we've been talking about Kyrie and KD every week, but I wanted to change it up a bit today.
Look,
Sauce.
We talk about them, Doma, just before you move on, is because wherever they go, they are probably one of the top 10 players in the league, and they will change your franchise. Albeit Kyrie actually does turn up to more than half the games of the season, that's going to help you. But KD comes to your team, you're a chance of winning a title. So
but the league obviously changes the league as well. But a couple to look at: Chet Holmgren. Let's talk about a couple of these rookies in the summer league. He's looked pretty good. He's had 2 or more blocks in every single game he's played. Double-digit boards, I think, in every game he's played. He hasn't dominated as he did in the first game because there's another guy sourced from the Grizzlies in the second game who pretty much stopped him. Old Zach Randolph version 2.0. I reckon he could go as...
It does give you a bit of that, doesn't it?
He could be our next favorite guy. And a shout out.
He's a big fella. I'm telling you why. He's got to trim down a bit, but he's got some ball handling skills. He's got a bit
shout out to Manny and Jerry.
Hustle about him.
Been talking from Too Thick. They've been talking about starting a thick PC on thick players.
Oh, yes.
But I heard that.
I heard that.
I think they mean thick in terms of like they're a bit all over the shop upstairs. But mate, you should just be collecting him for thick. He is a thick human being. He's a massive,
thick,
man.
That's right. He's got that
big,
bit of Shaq thickness about him. You know, when you look at him, obviously he's not as tall as Shaq, but
he just bullies people to the ring, man.
He does.
He's
good. He does.
Plays good defense.
So it'll be interesting to see how he pans out. I can't remember his name. If you know his name, Dom, yell it out.
I will look it up.
Find it. But yeah, I'll talk about Chet while you do look that up. First game, obviously people seen him, massive hype. Couldn't come out any better in summer league. Don't get too excited, ladies and gents. It is summer league, but it does give you a good opportunity to start looking at some of these guys that maybe you want to eventually collect. Although you have plenty of time because Panini's release schedule is pretty cooked at the moment. So don't worry, you'll see how good they are in the big leagues. So I wouldn't be making any decisions right now. I would just be waiting for them to actually get minutes in the NBA, see how they do when it's in the big dance. But Chet looks good. People will say he's just going to get, they've seen that second game. There's already critics. I mean, people on social media these days, they're just, game one, he's the hero. Game. Yeah. Second game gets bullied by that, the guy who you're about to let us know from Memphis. And he, people on social media are giving him shit saying, he's going to be too small. Mate, you haven't even given him a chance to have a few preseasons. He's going to need 3-4 preseasons, get in that weight room, get a bit more size on him. But, if you see the stuff that he's doing, rebounding the ball, dribbling it down the court, guy tries to steal it off him, goes behind the back, right? Dribbles it onto his left hand. Like, this is a 7'2" guy doing this, yeah? Like, dribbling it behind the back, through the legs, step back three.
It's Kenny Lofton Jr.
There you go. Kenny Lofton Jr. from Memphis got drafted there. He is thick, fellas. He's thick. I'm referencing you, lads, Manny and Jeremy. So he should be top of the list. He should be top of the list on the PC when the new releases come out because he's a thick boy. And I hope he does well. I really do.
He's a gun.
I like seeing those stories. I like seeing those stories. But yeah, Chet looks good. People need to not worry about it. I think this is more of a should worrisome for people that maybe collected Poku. Poku might not. Well, not that he got a lot of minutes, but now they've got newer guys there. He probably takes any minutes that Poku was getting for sure. And then could be starting. I don't know. Maybe he does come off the bench. They do protect him a little bit. But yeah, he's going to be a star. If you know the story of Chet and how he's come up, I think he's destined to be a star in this league. I think the only thing that's going to sort of stop him is obviously injury, which can stop anyone, as we've seen in the past. So I think it's going to take time, but he'll get there. He looks like a good player.
He does.
In my opinion.
He does. So some people forget how skinny Kevin Durant was when he came into the league as well. So.
I mean, that defense is playing, to get those blocks, move your feet like that. Like, that's the other thing that people aren't looking at. Once you get on a bit more size, like, he's going to be a force, not just on offense, but on defense too. He's going to be good.
Good two-way big man, which is very nice. The next thing, source, Donovan Mitchell, all reports is he wants to stay at Utah, but the Knicks came out this morning and said that they are trying to find a trade package quickly. They want him in New York. Just from your point of view, obviously that's the star. They're going to want to build around him. It's probably the biggest star that they've had in New York. I don't know, since who, to be honest, as in like a star in the league. He's not a superstar.
Melo?
He's just probably since Melo. Yeah, it's fair call. Yeah, fair call. Probably Melo. So your thoughts on Donovan Mitchell potentially going there if he does go there?
If he does go there, it's better than anything that they do have right now. I don't know. I'm sort of mixed with it. I think they've got some young guys there. I think they made the mistake by paying Randall that contract. I think they should have tried to. It sounds bad. They should have traded him when he had some value and was playing really well. Now they're paying that big contract. He's going to be a bane to get rid of. And I'm guessing he would be part of the trade deal they did go the other way. And if I was them, I'd ask for some other young pieces. Like, I don't know if RJ Barrett's, untouchable or not, but if I'm Utah, I'm going, oh, well, I want RJ, I'd be trying to get that out of there. I mean, you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, who's probably top 15 player in the league. Utah has had one of the best records in the last 3 seasons. That obviously they just can't get the job done in the playoffs. And that's where they've sort of halted. But there's a number of other teams that are in that position as well. He still does bring your franchise to another level, and has proven his work ethic to get to the stage where he's at in his career. It's undeniably brilliant, because he was never undersized, very undersized, never touted to be this good at all. And here he is, one of the best 15 players, top 15 players.
He came into the league older too, so also that's what people got to remember as well. He didn't come straight from, like, he wasn't a young kid. He wasn't one and done.
Three seasons at college.
He wasn't one and done, so people got to remember that too. He was like Kuzma, came in later, same as Kuzma, him. There's a whole bunch of others that came in as more mature guys. So he was pretty much ready made. So as they say, and sometimes those players don't pan out as you'd hope for because they've pretty much hit their ceiling when they come into the league. There's not much room to grow, but I think he's bucked that trend. Donovan Mitchell, he's been very good. He's getting better with each season that goes on. Next one, Source, just the last one to leave you. Ja Morant, obviously, you would have seen him on the podcast, came out and said that he would have cooked Jordan and cooked all these guys, and probably not Jordan, let's be honest. But I was thinking about this the other day because I actually saw an image come up, and it was Hakeem. It was an image of Hakeem, and he was comparing Jordan and LeBron. And he was saying that if Jordan played in today's day and age, he'd get all the benefits as LeBron had. And obviously with his work ethic and his killer instinct, he'd probably kill, like, his creativity and all that type of stuff. He'd be better than LeBron. That's what he's saying. And it actually made me think about this a lot more, because sometimes we compare players off the back of like what we watched. But if you had to do as they do in everything else, or scaling, like a metric on scaling the player up, and I look at the center position, for example, and I go that every one of those centers, those guys like Ewing, Hakeem, David Robinson, Shaq, if they had exactly what everyone else had and they were playing in today's game, they had to play the game the way it's played now. They had all the nutrition, the diet, everything, except Shaq. He doesn't listen anyway. But besides the point, would you think that any center in the league, probably barring Joel Embiid, would come anywhere near those guys?
No.
So
I don't think so.
So that's the way.
Centers in the league today. I mean, the art of footwork,
it's gone,
and low post work it's gone. Very few guys do it. I mean, Embiid is one. I can't even. I'm trying to think of someone else that's even half decent. Joker.
It's a good one, Matty. Yeah, it's a good one.
And it's very, very few. I mean, a lot of the other guys are just, big and not as skilled. Just not as skilled. Joker and Embiid. Like that's it. But I think you take Joker and Embiid into that era, and they'll dominate that era as well, because I reckon they're just that good as big men.
Well, Joker was a bit like Arvydas Sabonis in that retrospect with the passing and stuff. I think he's a lot better than Arvydas Sabonis, but he is. But I'm just saying
that's a Joker, Doma.
No, I'm just saying, Source. That's like his comparison. Like, he was the first iteration of Jokic. So the Joker. Yeah, can't forget about him.
We'll talk about that a bit later.
We will in a second. When we get to F1, we'll talk about it, because there was a bit of a clash. But it makes me think with Jordan too, if he did have everything that they've got today, he probably does average 50.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm telling you, he would dominate, mate. And just with the fact that you can't,
he would actually dominate.
Yeah, with the fact that you literally can't touch a shooter in their motion. Like you can't put your hand on him. You can't, do none of that. And you're just so protected. And, with his craftiness, you just get to his spot and raise up. And, you literally can't touch him. And his mid range is the best mid range we've ever seen. The only other person who probably comes close to him at mid range is Kobe. And Jordan was just that much better. Kawhi's probably good.
Kawhi's
got
good,
there.
Man.
Kawhi's good
Giannis
in the mid range.
in a few seasons.
But
Giannis in a few seasons, also.
Oh mate, I tell you what, if you ever got half as good as, it would be dangerous for the league. It'd be over. But yeah, it is a bit different. It's a bit of a different era. I think, I don't subscribe to this whole, when you people debating these eras and all this. Man, I don't care, man. Take the best players from today's game, put them in that era. I'm telling you, they'll still dominate. Once a baller, always a baller. Take the best guys from that era, put them in today's era. I'm telling you, they will dominate. Find ways to dominate. I don't care. You're one of the best players to ever walk the planet. Some of these guys top 75 all time. Then you keep going down the list. Some of those guys that you mentioned are probably definitely in the top 30 all time, easily. Some top 20. So
Shaq's in the top 10. So
yeah, there you go.
Hakeem arguably could be in the top 10 as well. So fuck, it's pretty good. There's some pretty good players. All right, so let's move on to the EPL. Just wanted to talk about EPL because there's been a few transfers, people leaving. Obviously, we spoke about Rafinha a while ago, a while ago, and there was rumors that Barca was on the table as a potential move. It's confirmed he's going. That's a great get for Barcelona. Rafinha's a gun. He signed a 5-year deal to 2027. Of course, Fabrizio gave us the here we go. So it's happening. And the interesting one, the guy that you can definitely attest to this source, every transfer season, Koulibaly from Napoli is always a name mentioned. Always a name mentioned.
100%.
The agreement with Chelsea is confirmed, and he will be going most likely to Chelsea in the coming days. He's gone. So he's actually going to move Source. It's a great get for them. Obviously, they're keeping Reece James.
Good centre back.
They lost Rudiger to Real Madrid, so they had to replace it, and they replaced him with a quality centre back. Lisandro Martinez talks are opening up with United and Ajax. They got no choice, Ajax, because he said he's leaving. He wants to go play in the Premier League. So they better open up some communication channels. So that's happening. More than likely going to get him. Frankie de Jong's off the table by the looks of things. Ericsson still hasn't signed. The GOAT's away on personal leave. What else am I missing? The most important of them all, Source. I know it's pre-season. We already won a cup. I don't know if you saw this, Source. We already won a cup. It was some pre-season shitty cup in Bangkok, but we won it. And it counts. It counts. We beat Liverpool 4-0. I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but the football we played was actually very nice. We played a lot different. Liverpool.
Did you watch the highlights? Did you watch the game? Did you?
Yeah. Liverpool, you should be disgusted because you let Fred chip you from outside the box. You let Fred score. So just for that, you got to hate
Alfredo!
Alfredo. All right. I'm telling you, Sauce, I can see that guy having a breakout season. Alfredo. Yeah, and looking like this champion guy.
I see Nunez's miss. That was 95 mil worth.
Someone actually did a soccer edit on Nunez from that game and said he was the biggest waste of 100 million euros ever, and said that Benfica fleeced Liverpool. Apparently, it was like he didn't know where he was going on the pitch. He was all over the shop, and like this guy did this edit, and he goes, "This is the biggest waste of money." And United actually made a good move not signing him. But in saying that, it's preseason, mate.
First game, man.
Tell me which one of Klopp's players are actually playing. Like, come on. Beating Liverpool counts, full stop. Go suck a foul on Liverpool. I agree, Adam. I completely agree. I'll bring that one up. Well, that's one of your more tame comments. So I'll bring it up. All right, let's move on. F1 Source. Let's recap it. Austria, it was, as you said at the top of the show, the best race this year and one of the best races we've had in the last few seasons. Charles Leclerc gets the win. Source followed by Max Verstappen, who was struggling with grip all day. Tire degradation hurt his weekend. Then Lewis Hamilton in third. George Russell in fourth. Ocon fifth. Mick Schumacher in sixth. Lando in seventh. Kevin Magnussen in eighth. So the Haas in the top 10 again. Ricciardo in ninth. Fernando Alonso in 10th. We had a few others outside. Doesn't really matter. Sergio Perez out. Carlos Sainz, car caught on fire. Out.
Crazy scenes. Absolutely again. Crazy scenes. And yeah,
I'm not confident,
exactly.
James, I'm not confident, mate.
Don't get too confident, mate. You beat Liverpool reserves, Jimmy says.
No, I'm not getting confident. I'm just saying I'm taking the trophy because it could be the only trophy we win all season. That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
Nature of it.
Hey, I'm pessimistic to optimistic source with that team. All right. Hey, Ashton, what's happening? One you can actually put up instead of time stamping it. Yeah, exactly. No worries, Adam. So, yeah, it was a great race. As we said, Charles Leclerc. Few issues, of course, source. The Carlos Sainz DNF. That's his fourth for the season, I think. DNF. Second engine issue. Caught on fire. Just a shout out to the officials out there that were meant to put the fire out with the fire extinguisher. They're too busy probably having a dart and a coffee because...
That's what I was about to say, Thomas. It was crazy scenes.
What are they doing?
The car is on fire. One guy runs out with a fire extinguisher. Instead of just running straight with the fire extinguisher to the car to put it out, he puts it on the ground and runs back inside to his little hut to grab something else. I don't know. And then he runs back out. And in the meantime, there's no handbrake on these damn cars. So he's pulled up on a hill. So the car's rolling back while it's on fire. Right,
so then he's
and he's trying to get out. Oh, it was absolute scenes. But we always say that these Europeans, they just very calm, very calm. You never know if they're smoking a cigar on the side there, or having a dart. I don't know, having a little siesta, a little cafe. That's right. A little biscotte there as well. I don't know, right? But it was just. I can't fathom. The car's on fire, man. Like, it was so slow to get there, put it out. It was just great. And it's not like they weren't far away. They were like 20 meters away or on the other side of the fence. Like, it was just crazy. But, we did say that Ferrari, this could become an issue for Ferrari. And, I mean, lucky for Leclerc, it hasn't really hammered him too much. But Sainz, it's been terrible.
And they had a lot of pace. The Ferrari was so quick, man.
Yeah, they were very quick.
Like outlapping the Red Bull with ease. Like proper smashing them. So I don't know if this is a turning point for Ferrari. The only thing that's going to be holding them back is potentially these issues. But man, they had a lot of pace. Even Max said in like the green room before they went up to receive the trophies, he said, your pace was just like unbelievable today. He goes, I couldn't catch her. And Leclerc gave him nothing. So that for him to give him nothing, that gives me the feeling that, yeah, I think it's a turning point. I think Ferrari thinks they can still win this. And they can, Source. They actually can. It's nowhere near over. It's only 38 points. It's only 38. It's 208 to 170. Perez 151. Sainz in fourth on 133. He could have used that second. He would have moved up equal with Sergio Perez. George Russell in fifth. Hamilton in sixth. Lando in seventh. Ocon in eighth. Bottas in ninth. Alonso in 10th. And then we've got a whole bunch of others. But it's good to see Mick Schumacher on 12 World Championship points. And it's great to see Kevin Magnussen on 22 World Championship points. So it's really, really good for them. Haas is sitting seventh on the constructors. So 17 points behind Alfa Romeo. So it's been a good season for them. Obviously, last year they struggled to get a point. And the season before that. So it's really good to see. Break this week, Source. Followed by France on 22nd of July. So, and then we got a set of back-to-backs Yeah, France and then Hungary. So we'll report that when we get to it. Of course, we were distracted during this stream. The stream went for over 3.5 hours. If you want to go back and watch it, we're distracted because King Kyrgios was playing against the Joker, and we had to put our full support behind Nick Kyrgios. Unfortunately, he didn't get the job done
because we got a lot of haters when we tried to say in our story, if you don't like Nick Kyrgios, let us know, and then let us know why. And we did defend him a little bit in a few DMs.
Yeah. Of course I did.
But
and you did.
He couldn't get the job done. Couldn't get the job done.
Couldn't get the job
done.
Couldn't get the job done.
Unfortunately.
But it was my dream final, Source. The two most hated guys on the tour played against each other. Mr. I don't want to get the thing in his arm, and Mr. I don't give a shit about the rules. So I was loving it. The two, you literally couldn't script it any better.
Yeah, the two
if
people.
If you had to ask any tennis fan, they would have said, I want Nadal versus Djokovic, because they wouldn't have wanted Nick Kyrgios. So they could have had, as they say in wrestling, a baby face, which is the good guy, and the heel, which is the bad guy. Instead, you got two heels in there, and they were just put on a show. Nick Kyrgios carried on. Djokovic was yelling. It was good. I was entertaining.
It was an entertaining match. It was a good final. Kyrgios played pretty well, in my opinion. I think there was a few things he could have improved on, and he said himself, like, it's obviously why he lost the match. But he served pretty well. Djokovic is just that good. And, at the end of the day, there's a reason why he's now won 21 Grand Slams. 4 Wimbledons in a row. I think that's 8 Wimbledons in total. He's won 8 or 9 Wimbledons.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in total, and by the end of his career, who knows? He might have 9, he might have 10. Who knows? But he's definitely, and I can guarantee this, and I can say this is a guarantee, he's going to end with the most Grand Slams of any player to ever play the game, hands down.
Yeah, he will. He's already, like, I forgot to put the graphic up on socials in the story. I did screenshot it. He's won the most out of everything against Nadal and Federer, head to head. That's ATP 1000s, ATP finals, Grand Slams, all that stuff. He's got, I think, 10 more or 8 more than Nadal, who's in second. Yeah, I like that, James. I do. Kyrgios can be a dick sometimes, but he's our dick. I like it. He is. Don't worry, man. I've spoken to a lot of people that said, I'm so glad that he lost and he got smashed and this and that. And
he didn't really get smashed. If you have a look at the match, if you didn't even watch the match, then he was in that 4th set and went to tie break.
I did ask those people, Source, did you watch the game? And they all said, no, I didn't watch it. I'm not going to watch Kyrgios. All right, then don't make a comment. Carry on. As our old Perk says, carry the hell on.
Exactly.
Don't make a comment. You don't watch the sport. You don't watch the guy. Move on. Still won't be the GOAT, says Matty Campbell. Who's the GOAT? Federer? Federer is my favorite out of the 3. Federer is my favorite player ever. Anyway, so he's my GOAT.
Yeah, Federer is my favorite. But
yeah,
I'm not going to. I'm not going to sit here and stand here and go that Djokovic isn't better than Federer, because I think Djokovic is better than Federer. Now, don't get me wrong, on his day and whatever, Federer has beaten Djokovic and vice versa, but there's quite a few finals and that Djokovic has beaten Federer in. And it has been probably one of the biggest thorns in Federer's career, especially towards the back end, where he still had a bit in him, but not quite. Just couldn't get past Djokovic.
There was that messed up stat that came out that they'd won 63 of the last 72 Grand Slams or something. The 3 of them. It's like something freaking stupid. I should look that up. It's actually the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Total Grand Slams, Federer. Nadal.
Yeah. Look, overall,
it's something
he played a pretty good match. He played a pretty good match.
63 of the past 78. They've won 81% of the Grand Slams. Three guys, Source, have won 81% of the Grand Slams. That's fucked. There's only been...
Of the last 78.
Yeah, and that's not... And we're not saying that of the 15 that they didn't win, that it was 15 different people. Because someone else... I think Wawrinka won some there, Medvedev. So, realistically, it's been occupied by, we'll say, 9, 10 tennis players in the last 78 Grand Slams. That's messed up. Mind you, that is 20 years. There's 4 Grand Slams a year. That's 20 years, Source, almost. That's insane. That's the best stat ever. Genuinely the best stat. And we should be very fortunate we watched the 3 best to ever hit a tennis ball in our lifetime. You'll never see it again. And if you do, it's because they're not playing into any competition, to be honest. Because the talent's not like what they were playing against when these 3 were coming through the ranks. Nowhere near it, if you ask me. So, let's move on, Source. AFL. It's a good week for everyone, I think, this week in the AFL. Cats beat the D's on Thursday night. 28 points. At Skilled. GMHBA. Great win. They just...
Yeah.
Too good for them.
I wouldn't be too worried, sorry, if I was Melbourne.
No.
And there are still some issues within their team, but they got time to fix it. Obviously, clearly, if it comes to a final, it's getting played at the G. So that's going to suit Melbourne anyway.
Correct.
So, don't be too stressed. I think that's a game that, start of the season, I would have penciled that in as a Geelong win anyway. So, they just outplayed him later into the quarter and just outlasted him. The game was close, and then, Cats just kicked away.
Then we had the Swans belting the Dogs by 53, 120-67. That was at the SCG. Great win for the Swans. Bounced back after their loss to your mob the week earlier. So good stuff for them. Bad news though, Source, for Sydney, but good news potentially for us. We could be in the sweepstakes. Buddy Franklin is disgruntled. He got lowballed in an offer from Sydney, and he is weighing up retirement / moving to another club if they can't offer something better. So I say we're in the sweepstakes because it gives 17 other clubs the opportunity to sign him. North Melbourne probably has the most money of the 17 clubs because we don't pay anyone. So if, Buddy, you want to come back down to Melbourne for another 10 million over 10 years, by all means, you'll still be the best player at North in the next 10 years. So, so come down, mate.
Oh, wow.
Come down.
You'll be a kick in the nuts. That's a kick.
You'll be the second best player in the team. You'll be the second best player in the team in 2 years' time because Luke Davies-Uniacke will be the best player in the team by a country mile, and he could potentially be top 10 best player in the league. That's how good he is. We've got to try and keep him.
Double on the weekend.
How many tackles did he have?
He had like 11 tackles and 12 clearances and 31 possessions.
He's a machine. He's actually a machine. And we'll get to that game. North losing to the Pies by 7, a monumental stuff up from the eyes of every single AFL supporter outside of North Melbourne. But if you speak to the North Melbourne supporter who was watching it with his mates at halftime, I said, we strong. And then we potentially going to lose this game. And they laughed. And I said, yeah, you don't watch North. I do every week. We always play well for a half and then we just die in the arse. And when it counts, I think we're going to die in the arse. And we did, unfortunately. But it was a good showing by the boys.
They put
great effort in. They just ran out of juice in the last quarter.
Correct, Doma. But it just makes you wonder where's that effort been all season? Because there's been visible, so there's been a lot of games this season where that effort like that has not been there. And, even just to the point of executing skills as well, you're able to execute your skills on the weekend and, and that sort of stuff that, I mean, as an AFL footballer, you should be able to do that.
They're just trying to, show off a little bit North Melbourne, because as we saw a couple of days later, yesterday, the coach got the sack, David Noble. They're trying to just...
You reckon he was on his way out before the game on the weekend? They just let the players
go. He was.
The players go, we're going to try this week because we know he's on the way out. We'll try for him.
He's gone. Yeah, correct. No, he was gone regardless. So it opens up a can of worms. Who do we get? So many names have been thrown out there. Clarko. Ross Lyon. Your mate Leon Cameron. Adam Uze.
Geez, if he couldn't drive the Ferrari at GWS, trust me, you don't want him down there.
I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the football club. I do think a lot of people saying, I should give it time, for the board. But like the people up top, the CEO and the president got to go. That's my opinion. The reason they should have gone, they should have walked the moment that the list managers walked out of the club at the start of the season, Source. You know how that we were in the newspapers for that? I don't know if you remember that. It was pretty early on. It was the first time North Melbourne's actually been in the paper for headlines ever in the last 5 years, to be honest, except when we're talking about moving to Tasmania. But they came out and put this forced press conference where the CEO sat down. It was like this Hollywood thing, and people were like, it was good. They got on the front foot. It just looked so forced. It looked terrible. But apparently, rumor on the street, I heard someone on SEN say this, but I've heard this from people that I know connected to football that have said that there is a bit of a snitch going on, a double agent within the club, and it's not doing wonders. So that's what I hear. It's, backstabbing, a bit of backstabbing going on. There's just some knifing Source happening at the football club.
All right.
So I don't know who it is. So if you listen to this,
rumors and innuendo here at Double Coverage. Rumors and innuendo. This is not reported as fact. It is just something we've heard on the street, on the grapevine.
That's it.
Don't
hit
come
me
after
up.
us with any legal sanctions,
reporters,
please.
Do not call me. North Melbourne Football Club, do not call me. Or North, you can call me and tell me who it is if you want. It'll probably be the guy that calls me is the guy that's doing it. But let's move on. Gold Coast versus Richmond. This actually was a choke. This is the definition of a choke job.
It is.
Richmond and not North Melbourne. So this is definitely a choke job. They were up by 40 points, Source, and they lost by
40 points. Yeah, it was a choke job. And that last quarter was hard. I mean, if you're a Gold Coast supporter, get up and about. Get up and about. Your team is on the rise. You just signed your coach for another 2 years. You can see the improvement in the team. He's actually developing this list. Get excited. Looks like you're going to be able to hopefully roll on and you're signing on guys. You aren't getting your guys coming to the club, getting drafted, and then wanting to leave after their rookie contract. They're signing contract, extending. They want to try build something up at the Gold Coast. So be excited, and these sort of wins make you think as a supporter that my team is going in the right direction. So happy for them in that front. But this performance by Richmond, I mean, 3 quarters of brilliance. Outplayed him for 3 quarters, Dom. Outplayed him. Last quarter, it was an absolute shambles. Drop marks, missed skills, undisciplined acts, absolute sitters. Jason Castagna running directly into goal. Don't know what he was doing. Having a little cup of tea as he's running in. Just kick the ball, man. Like, all right, you don't need to get to 1 meter. Just kick the ball and kick it up. Don't, I don't know. They flunked so many chances. They had opportunities, marks inside 50. They missed the set shots. It was just, they had chance after chance after chance to put the game to bed in that last quarter when, the Gold Coast was coming back and getting back into the game, getting closer and closer. Could have just extended an extra goal, kept missing chances, and they left the door wide open. And they left it wide open for one man, and that man was Noah Anderson, who went back and slotted it straight over the umpire's hat. And it was just great to see. It's great to see.
Goal after the siren is one of the best. It's probably one of the best things to watch in AFL footy. It's so good. But great win by them. We'll move on. We'll breeze through some of these. 70-111 Flagmantle will get the win over the Saints. Saints were up early in this, and then the
Saints are done.
Dockers,
they won't make finals. Telling you now.
Dockers rallied and just beat them. Yeah, I agree with you, Sauce. Port defeated the Giants by 55. They smashed them. Your mob get the win. 2 in a row. Defeated the Lions by 10.
I'm not getting too excited. They did have a lot of big names out, first team players. That's obviously was the issue. But credit to our guys because we haven't won back 2 in a row all season, and it's just nice to actually see some wins on the board. And it just makes you wonder. The football we've been playing in the last sort of 5 weeks, just wonders. I just wonder why that effort and that sort of style of play wasn't there from the beginning, Doma. So, look, whatever it is, what it is. We move on to this week where we got another winnable game in my opinion. Definitely. But we'll talk about it in a sec.
Yeah. Then we had the Hawks defeating Adelaide by 32, and the Blue Baggers slapped West Coast. Fair to say that was my roughie for the week, picking West Coast, and they just looked like they didn't want to play after halftime. They just got slaughtered, literally put to the sword by the Blues. I was going to mention something. Yes. Card Experience says Richmond will basically signs.
Yeah, they burnt in the last quarter.
Yeah.
Right at the last bit.
He said Gold Coast has doubled their fans with that one kick from Noah Anderson. I agree. I've already got a membership. So let's move to this week, Friday night football. Western Bulldogs.
You probably have more joy supporting Gold Coast over the North at the moment.
No, I wouldn't. Western Bulldogs versus St Kilda at Marvel Friday. So also, if you got these two playing horrific football.
It's a battle of the absolute cellar dwellers. Two of the teams who we thought, going into the season would, obviously, especially the Bulldogs. Bulldogs definitely. St Kilda, you never know what you're going to get until they prove me otherwise that they could do it. I mean, they did a bit of this last season where they played good for a period, then they dropped off, then they played good for a period. Can't get that consistency throughout the season. It's obviously going to see them elevate into the 8 and then potentially be a contender to, go all the way. The Doggies, obviously after making a grand final last year, they were in the granny.
Last year.
Crazy fall off, in my opinion. So obviously, they have had injuries, but so have other teams. I think they've had enough guys there and they've just lacked at times. I'm going to go with the Doggies just because I think they're just a little bit of a better football side, but this is a toss of a coin. I don't know if you've got odds there. What are the bookmakers got it
at? It is $1.57 Doggies favorite to 236.
Yeah, those would be surprised if Saints win.
Next up, I'm going to go. This is a toss up. I'm going to go Saints. I'm just going to back them in. Then we've got Saturday Crows versus Pies in Adelaide.
Going to go the Pies. Must win game for them.
I'm going Pies as well. I'm just going to keep backing them till they lose, Sauce. I just keep backing them and then win. Giants versus Lions at Manukau in
they should have a bunch of players back.
Coming back, yeah. They'll win this, Brisbane.
Brisbane will win.
North Melbourne versus Richmond Marvel Stadium on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, got the absolute crappiest time. That's how you know it's a terrible game. 4:35. Marvel Stadium, doesn't matter. Richmond's too good. North Melbourne stink.
We usually match up really well against Richmond.
You can't pick your side. Come on. You can pick them again when you verse us. That's in round 20, mate. Stop
it, mate. You'll beat us. I'm going to go with North. I reckon they're going to show up. I reckon they'll show up this week. We've been bagged the whole week. Said the list was shit. No, the whole week. All they've been saying since yesterday, when Noble went today, they'll say it tomorrow. They'll say it Friday. They've just been saying the list is terrible. None of these guys are any good. So I reckon it could light a bit of a fuse. Well, except for LDU. Every single person has rang and said that LDU is just a gun. Genuine gun. Everyone's just like, everyone keeps ringing and going, don't put LDU in those comments. He's a freak. So big props to him. Blues against Cats, MCG. Saturday night.
Blue Baggers. I'm going to go the Baggers.
I am going to go the Baggers as well. No Tom Stewart this week. Again, he'll be back next week. Fremantle versus Sydney in Perth.
Flag mantle.
So, same here. Hawthorn versus Eagles at the G Sunday Arvo 110.
Hawks.
I'm going Hawks also. Melbourne versus Port Adelaide Northern Territory.
These games up there, renowned for like being like a very very dewy, not a dewy game, but it's very very slippery because
it's
of
oily.
the heat.
The ball gets oily.
Yeah, that's right. So it ends up being pretty low scoring. I think Melbourne will grind it out, and
I'm going Melbourne
get the win
as well. And then we've got the Bombers versus the Suns, Marvel Stadium, Sunday afternoon, 4:40. Expect to see the great man down there. You are not the favourite. Gold Coast are the favourites by 4 cents in this one. $1.90 to $1.94. So it's pretty much a pick 'em. I'm backing the Bombers. I'm going your mob.
Look, I don't know. I don't even know. Toss of a coin. Toss of a coin. Toss of a coin. You know, they're coming off a big win after the siren. Essendon's coming off 2 wins in a row. They haven't won 3 in a row all season. Can we do it? I don't know. But, you know, I'll pick my side. It's literally a toss of a coin. You know, obviously, if it's in Gold Coast, I'd pick Gold Coast. But just because it's here, big Essendon.
Done.
Melbourne.
Moving on, Source, over to you for some UFC.
Yeah, UFC card that just transpired over the weekend was Fight Night Dos Anjos versus Fizivi. I did catch a few of these fights. I caught the Aussie Jamie Malaki defeating Michael Johnson in the lightweight on the decision. Michael Johnson obviously not happy with it. Thought he did enough to get the chocolates, but the judges didn't think the same. So Jamie Malaki, the Australian, gets the win. Bantamweight Amien Zabib defeats Ricky Toikus, a 3rd-round decision. Heavyweight Jared Vadera defeated by Chase Sherman KO in the 3rd round. Bantamweight Douglas Silva Deondrade defeated by Sad Nurmagomedov in the 3rd round.
Is that Habib's brother?
I wouldn't even know. There's a lot of Nurmagomedovs out there. I'm going to say that slow. Are you either going to say it slow or you just
Nurmagomedov.
Like that. Nurmagomedov. Like that.
That's it.
Get it out. Caio Barallo defeated Armin Pestrozine, 3rd round decision in the middleweight division. And then Rafael Fizivi defeated Rafael Dos Anjos KO in the 5th round in the lightweight in the main event. This weekend, pretty good card. Ortega's back in action. Obviously, we know him from his big fight with Volk where he nearly actually got him in the guillotine, but, you know, Volk's too good, so he ended up belting him. Brian Ortega against Yair Rodriguez. This will be a cracking fight. Great main event in the featherweight. And then co-main event, women's strawweight, Michelle Waterson against Amanda Lemos. And then, you know, feel free to go have a look down. Main card starts at 4 a.m. I'm guessing this is, I don't know where the hell it is. And then, you know, the prelim card starts at 1 a.m. I could be finding myself just watching some of the prelims and then going to sleep before the even main card. 4 a.m. Jesus. Actually, or you just get up at 6 and you'll probably just get up just in time for the Ortega fight. But yeah, that's a tough watch for us here in Australia this week. Very, very tough time. 4 a.m. starts. But check it out this weekend. That's the card, Ortega Rodriguez.
All right, so it's Lamont of the week. I got this chestnut for you. This is more just a reaction for you. Got a nice notification this morning, Source. Look at it, Bleacher Report. NBA keeping tournament. I said, surely not. Click into it. I'm going to read you what the NBA official statement is. The NBA playing tournament that was implemented on a 1-year basis for the 2020-21 season and extended for the 21-22 season will now continue, Source, will make you swallow the water so you don't spit it out, on a full-time basis. Full-time. Under this format, the teams that finish the regular season with the 7th highest through to the 10th highest winning percentages in each conference will compete to fill the 7th and 8th playoff seeds in each conference. And then it just proceeds to say what date that these are going to be held. Ja Morant was mucking around, Matty, so that's why I'm not going to give it to him.
That's just crazy, Doma. I can't believe. I didn't even know that. You just told me that now. They're continuing the play-in tournament after it got so much flack. I mean, we understood why they brought it in because the season was shortened and all that sort of thing. But to leave it in there where now you're potentially rewarding mediocrity and some of these teams, that finish in 10th, 9th, barely get to 35 wins. And you're telling me that potentially a team that could be in 8th with maybe 45 wins or a record above 500 can get knocked out.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're telling you.
We discussed this. You're literally rewarding mediocrity. You're rewarding these teams that sit players and don't have a good enough, deep enough roster. So you're rewarding these franchises.
Or draft the wrong people.
It's just it's a joke.
James says here, LeBron can get in with the Lakers. He didn't even get in, James. That's how shit they were last year. Matty says it's all about the money, Source.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Matty. It is all about the money because, obviously, clearly more games to televise, more money, more betting rights, as we know how big betting and gambling has become in the States. So there's just a massive, massive cut of cash coming in from that. And that's what it is. It's basically greed. These players, they want lesser games. And they're being now forced to play more.
But
they're not ever going to get less. They're not ever going to get less. But in saying that,
like
that's
you
why
said,
you get a lot of this sitting.
Yeah, but you hit the nail on the head. Like if you can finish 10th and make the play-in, you can just rest. You don't even have to play. It's like, oh yeah, I'll miss a back-to-back. Oh, so-and-so's got a foot injury, didn't play. That's what they put it down as.
Foot sprain or something, Yeah, look, I don't like it. I think they should have gone back to the way it was. In my personal opinion, I'm not a fan of it. So be it. You're not good enough. You're not good enough to get it done in 82 games. You're not good enough. You don't make playoffs. That's it. Cancun for you. For that, NBA, I don't know how I'm going to accept this because I thought it was literally a temporary thing. And I liked it at the beginning, but I thought about it and I was like, no, you know what? There's 82 games. It's enough. You should be able to just decide it after that. For that reason, the NBA and Adam Silver, who've made this decision, you are lemons! Absolute lemons! For keeping in the play-in tournament. We don't need it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of space. It's clearly just for the money. Leave it at that. It is.
I agree. Don't disagree with you, Saucy. Do not disagree with you. James, fair. To be fair, Pelicans got in through the play-in and gave the Suns a good run, but they didn't deserve to be there. They were shit in the regular season. I know they gave them a good run because they made it in, but they didn't deserve to be there. That's my theory. Like, let's apply that to AFL, for example. 8th scrapes in, they had a hard-fought win in round 23. They're in there and they go, oh, nah. 7th, who's got 3 extra games, won over 8th. So 12 points clear, 3 games clear. Go, oh, guess what? You got to play now the team that's 10th that have got your, 6 games, 7 games clear in points. And the 10th comes out and rolls them. and takes their spot. I know it's different because there isn't 82 games, but it's the same principle. They don't deserve to be there. That's just me. Gold Coast scrapes in and knocks off Richmond. Sounds amazing. Yeah, and they finish 9th. 100% sounds good. But there's no play-in. That's why it sounds better. All right. Let's do this, Sauce. Hobby Talk, brought to you by Platinum, Standard. Thank you to the team at Platinum Standard Grading for that one. Really appreciate it. Saucy, I'm throwing it over to you because you put a few things on this agenda today, right? The first one, I've got no idea why it's on here. No idea. But I'm intrigued. And that is Liquid Marketplace. That is Logan Paul's site. Is that his one?
Yeah, so Liquid Marketplace,
whatever the hell it was.
Correct. Much similar to Collectible and Dibs and other ones we've talked about on this space. And first and foremost, I want to put this out there as the starting statement. I do not like any of this fractional rubbish. I think it's fucking bullshit. All right, and I don't subscribe to any of it. I think it's absolute nonsense. Right? It's clearly just the rich people playing games with the little pawns down the bottom, trying to get them to provide liquidity for their big purchase, so that one day they could potentially cash out and it'd be worth more money. Something like that. It's something to screw the little guy. It's always it's never good for the small collector. All right, just say that first and foremost. So I don't like any of these platforms, but Liquid Marketplace, it's his his. It's a bit different to the way Collectible do it, and I'll talk about that in a second. But it's his fractional marketplace where he's famously or infamously, whichever way you want to look at Logan Paul. Most people in the hobby you can talk to is probably infamously has put up his PSA 10 Illustrator, Pokemon Illustrator, Pikachu Illustrator, the only PSA 10 copy on the planet, where he flew to Dubai and bought it off a very, very, very private man who actually had a person deal with him on his behalf. This guy doesn't even want his face seen, nothing. Apparently he's got a crazy, crazy card collection and all these collectibles, and this was just one he was able to pry from his hand, paid $5 million, and he's put it up on his Liquid Marketplace for $5 million in tokenized fractions. Now that's a key word, tokenized, because that's how he's how he's different to Collectible. All I know is like Collectible. I'm not too sure about Dibs, how they do it. I'm just going to speak for what I know of Collectible. Collectible actually do run theirs as a share. So it is actually put through the SEC, which is like the commission on Wall Street that, puts all these shares up and verifies they say who they say they are and all this sort of stuff. So it's sort of above board, it's actually legitimate in the eyes of governments. Whereas what Logan Paul does is he tokenizes it. So it's more down the crypto route. And by doing it like that, there's a lot more you can flirt with, loopholes that you can flirt with and get around a lot more laws that are maybe constricting certain barriers or barriers of entry or whatever it may be, right? So, there's that part, first and foremost, what you need to think about. Second, in my opinion, is, do you really want to be, just think about if you are actually supporting Liquid Marketplace, you're literally supporting Logan Paul even more than what he already has, which is fucking a lot, right? So I don't know. There's that choice that you got to make. And then there's also the one, damn, I really should have saved his Instagram account. He made a video, and I watched this video, and he pointed out the blatantly the I'm trying to think the disparity between what is written in the terms and conditions and what is actually
Do you
was
remember where
said.
you saw it?
And what was said, yeah, no, I'm going to find it now. And what was actually said to this person, this individual, on a DMs and whatever. I'm going to find it now. And ladies and gentlemen, you can watch this if you like. I will chuck it in the comments once I'm able to get it up. And it just this bloke, watch this video. It describes it a lot better than what I could describe it. So make sure you tune in and check it out. I'm just sorry, a bit of a process here because I've had to go find it on my phone in my watch history on YouTube. And go watch it and see that you've got the terms of services saying one thing, and you've got the CEO responding to this guy in Instagram DMs and Instagram comments because he's questioning certain things that this bloke is doing. And he's saying another thing. So, when you've got the
There it is. It's in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat, I've put the link, so feel free if you want to check it out. And if you do want to find it later, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I remember to put it in the description if you are listening to this at a later date. If not, it's the CEO of Liquid Marketplace. Liquid Marketplace contacted me. That's literally what it is. It's by Opsum Bud. That's literally his YouTube. Opsum. He's only got 1K subscribers, so it's pretty interesting that someone with only 1K subscribers, a little small fish, has pushed these buttons of the CEO at Liquid Marketplace for him to reply to him, DM to him. It's not like he's got 100,000 on YouTube and could, potentially, do a Philly-on type video like he did on Board Out Yacht Club and literally get 1 million views. His video's only got 3,000 views, but that's probably a lot for his 1K channel. So it's just interesting. So I just want to say to people, do your own research, whether you want to get involved. I'm not telling you don't get involved. It's entirely up to you. You do what the fuck you want to do. But I won't be getting involved. I will not. I've tried to sign up to these other collectibles and dibs and other stuff, but if you, as an Australian resident, you can't get any of it. It's all like sort of US and certain countries. And I was more just to see what it was about. But, the more I think about these fractional sort of ownerships and all of that and sort of what it's actually done to the hobby, I don't like it. I don't like what it's actually done. So I won't support it. And that's just my personal choice. So I'm not saying, it's each to their own if you want to be in that route. And maybe it is a little thing where, you're finding that you are able to make some money off it. But I'll tell you what, a lot of the people, when these big fractionals launch and the market pumped where it was at and where people were buying shares, they're eating absolute shit right now. So is like everything else. It's all down and it's all, timing with when you buy these things. But to be honest, I'd actually rather just have the whole coaster. So at least I can use it as a coaster instead of just having a digital one that I can't even use for anything.
You dickhead. That's great. That is great. James says fractional investing in cards is a pyramid scheme. Card Experience says, let's call it how it is. Fractional equals timeshare scam and NFT equals pyramid scheme. Adam says, in essence, Logan Paul's way to make it easier to get ripped off. So it's safe to say that people that listen to this show aren't going to be heading over too soon to Liquid Marketplace. So not a bad thing. All right, Sauce. This is a good one. You brought this up to me too. I saw a lot of this stuff floating over socials today. People were shocked. People were this. Saucy brought it up with me, and we had a bit of a look at it pre-show, a bit more in depth. And it is the 2021-22 Topps Chrome Paris Saint-Germain soccer set, which is coming out on the 12th of August this year. Now, this is on Blowout. Box on pre-order, 15K a box, sold out, gone, done. Limited to 270 sets, they're all gone. People losing their marbles over this shit. I saw this today. Losing their marbles. I didn't know what was going on, and I looked at it and went, fuck, that's a lot of money, man. 15,000 is a lot of money. Like, people are about to cop a major loss. Major loss. I know it's got Mbappe's officially licensed on-card auto. It's on card. Yeah? So you're thinking to yourself, I got to hit Mbappe pretty much to get my money back. 20 sequentially numbered base cards, 20 sequentially numbered autograph cards per box. Let me read that again. It's 40 cards, 20 sequentially numbered base cards, and 20 sequentially numbered autos per box. You get 20 autos in the box. All right? On card. Now, I think, personally, you might call me... Yeah, someone was ripping his skid in the background, Adam. That's... Yeah, they were. Some fucking Le Mans. Some idiot. I could have gone out there with Adam beats and breaks a lemon and gone, here you go, buddy. Just take it. Freaking disrupting the pod, mate. But I went down to the details of this set with Saucy, and Saucy saw something very interesting. Obviously, you get 20 base cards, of which each is sequentially numbered to 89 or less. So you could get a refractor
every
parallel.
card in the box is numbered. Every card is numbered. Yeah,
is numbered. So you could get refractor parallel, a wave refractor, speckle refractor to 30, black to 25, gold to 10, red to 5, super refractor 1-on-1. Like, you're getting 20 autos in this, and you might even hit like a Messi to 10 to 25. You don't know. Yeah? But then Saucy and I went down to the auto section. I think a lot of people saw the 15K. I haven't watched a lot of videos. I just saw a lot of people posting and going, holy shit, it's 15K. This is ridiculous. I wouldn't pay that much. And I actually started to think to myself, Saucy, I think this is a bargain for this box, 15K. Now, I might sound like a fucking idiot, but you go down here, 20 on-card chrome autos for some of the world's best footballers. Base cards are numbered to 99, so base autos. Each box contains one Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe auto on card per box. You're guaranteed a Messi, Neymar, and an Mbappe auto. So it's the first Mbappe autos, they're on card, and you're guaranteed to get one to 99 or less. If you hit the 1-on-1 Mbappe auto, it technically becomes his rookie auto, and you put that up on our old Shill & Co. And you're looking at a lot of money for that card after it gets graded. Sauce like that one too. I had to just drop that in there
because I love it how you blended them, both of them. You know, you blended both. That was smart. That was witty. I liked it. But yeah, look, Dom, admittedly, like I looked at this price and I said 15 grand for the box. Like I thought, I still was standing like this. I still think it's fucking crazy. 15 grand.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And you got to think, ladies and gentlemen, like if you go into a break, you're guaranteed. You're probably they're going to break it in packs. You know, maybe they break it in if they do like a set, how many. Like what guys are in the set, maybe you get a guy in a randomizer, and that's how they can break down the box more. But you know what, if breakers are buying this at 15 grand, what are they potentially breaking this at? 20 grand, 25 grand? Like what margin are they going to make on it? Like, you know, so it's going to be crazy prices. I think it's pretty cool the way they've done it. You know, in that sense that everything's numbered. And I guess that's why the boxes are 15K. I did mention to Doma that, you know, outside the pod that I wouldn't have mind them if they did do it the way they've done other team sets in the past, which is, you know, make it like, only 1 in every 5 boxes has an auto, and then they're able to print to the hills, but they only charge $30 a box. and you're guaranteed like it, and it's got non-numbered cards in there, but they spread it out over a bigger print run. It gives the average punter a crack to go, you know what, $30 a box, I'll buy 3 boxes, or I'll buy 5 boxes, have a crack, right? I thought maybe they could have done it like that just to give the average Joe a chance, but clearly they don't really give a fuck. But the way they have done it is pretty cool. And it sort of does make sense now that Doma points it out. I mean, as we
it could I'm saying it could be a bargain source. I'm not saying go and run out and go buy it, because you can't, because they're sold out. So forget about it. But I'm just saying the value's there. And Mbappe autos, like, fuck, I don't know. Is it priced correctly? Is it just a touch
Blowout is always significantly more, but when you think that they had them on pre-order at $15K, and that's like of their first price that they put out there, and people bought them.
Yeah, realistically,
and they sold out at that price.
Oh, I don't know. Realistically, this product, you lose money if you get a base Mbappe auto. That's how you lose out. I'm not saying you're going to make 15K on a to 75. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But you also have the chance, like, you could hit a to 75 Mbappe and at the same time hit a Speckle Refractor base card to 30. And as you know, base card source, like, they go for just as much as freaking autos in the hobby. So what's to say you're going to hit an Mbappe?
You take grading into account and all that sort
Yeah,
of stuff.
I know that. But I don't know.
And in my personal opinion, tops, when they make these premium sets, I reckon their quality control is going to be, better. Because there's only 270 boxes. It's all on card. So, I reckon we'll see a bit better quality
even
control.
That, like, don't get me wrong. Like, card experience, yeah. This is why I'm saying it's not that bad. He goes, you're going to make 30K plus holding it sealed. It's true, potentially.
Depends on how many of them get open. If they
hit the 1-of-1 in the first box, forget about it.
They start hitting the 1-of-1s, and a lot of the to 10 comes out. If you get past that point, I think like the 1-of-1 and what is it? The 1-of-1, the to 10, and
to 5. So there's a 1-of-1, a 5, I think, to 10, 25, and 30. They're the ones.
Those three there, and anything from the black parallel down, the 25 down to 1 to 25, black parallel, obviously the gold's 10, red 5, and then the 1-of-1 superfractor. I think any of those, like, you're probably going to be, I reckon you'll be doing pretty well if you're hitting Mbappe.
It's true, James.
And even a Messi.
Yeah, PSG boxes for degens with serious dollars. Oh, I'm not saying that it's not.
Yeah, so's a 20 grand flawless box, mate. So
Maddie says, so hey, Golden, hook me up with your PSA 10 hookup and I'll sell with Golden Auctions. I don't know if you saw Source, but the triple logo man, Steph, Clay, and Draymond from Flawless, that Backyard Le Mans pulled, that also got a 10.
Oh, okay.
Fucking hell, man. Like, all of a sudden, these high-end cards...
It's got in the contract. It's got in the contract that PSA gets a cut of the sale, man. Fucking work it out, man. Put two and two together.
Golden doesn't have a hookup with PSA. What are you talking about, man?
Oh, no. Apparently not.
What are you talking about? Anyway, so, I don't know. We'll wait and see how they go when they come out. Like, the good thing is I said there could be value there at 15K source. I'm not telling people to go buy it at 15K. I said it could be pretty reasonable, pretty cheap. It could be a cheap price. You don't know. It just all depends on what the market's going to do when Mbappe autos start appearing on all these platforms. And I just think that everyone's been begging for it. Like, absolutely begging for it. Like, we've got Haaland's out there, man. How much are Haaland's going for?
1 month to the release date. So release is the 12th of the 8th.
Yeah.
So we've got a month to the release date. So it's going to be interesting. Watch this space in the next 30, 40 days when they release. And mate, it's going to get ripped and we're going to see someone for sale. It'll be really, really interesting to see.
I hope Lil P got some. I want him to pull that 1-on-1 superfractor Mbappe. Break the fucking hobby. He'll break it. It'll be so nice. So there you go, Source. We'll wait and see what happens with that one. A quick shout out too, yeah. Speaking about obviously Messi in this product, I've decided I'll bring this up. Showaway Vlogs. He just flew over to Oslo, to Maura, a small village outside of Oslo in Norway, and completed a deal. And he got this 2017-18 Topps Chrome UEFA Champions League Auto Superfractors Lionel Messi. There you go. BGS 95.
True gem.
True gem. Yeah. 10 auto. Only people left in the hobby will be millionaires and celebrities. P.S. I can afford it. No, you can't when it gets to this fucking type of shit. Even I'm telling you that. Like, this is super fractor. So it's interesting. Obviously, I'm not going to be rude and go, hey, Shay, how much did you spend on this? Like, but it is interesting to know, yeah, because this is a good way source to actually gauge a bit of that market. It's not a rookie auto. It's a superfractor. You know, it's a sticker, not on card. It's going to be his first on card PSG auto, Messi, as well. Source, that's another thing. So these are things that come into account. Obviously, on card's worth more than sticker, clearly. So I'm keen to know what that's worth, because if you're hitting a superfractor Messi on card, I'm sure that could be tens of thousands, maybe even 15K. So that's the way to gauge it, I think. You go look at some of the past sales on superfractors. All right, moving on, Source. Back to you. You've got another nice story. Star Wars Topps Chrome Sapphire making some waves, doing some good things.
Yeah,
for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I don't think it's legit, but we'll have a look and see. I've seen some sales on some of this stuff, like because they've put the the old image from the green.
Yes, yeah, from the blue and the green, the 76,
blue and the green,
74, 72, 76 Skywalker, whatever it is.
That's right, and they've put that and
rookie Skywalker rookie.
Correct.
It's a reprint. It's a reprint. It's an image reprint in a set.
That's right. So
it's like putting it's like putting the tops. It's like putting the tops. The Fleer Jordan as a reprint in a Sapphire set, and it sells more than the rookie card.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So look, I'll just bring it up here, and there's obviously this is the Sapphire set that I'm about to bring up. If I can hurry up.
It looks sick. Don't get me wrong.
They look good. But... So there it is. That's the blue Sapphire, and that was sold on eBay on an auction for $380. And I seen there was an orange, I think to 25 that may have sold. There we go. There's one here sold 6,800 and
what?
6,800 and for this one, that's the number to 25. And I think there was another one that may, and I don't know the bidding on it. I've got no idea. But there was another one that's just recently sold. So this one was sold. This is number 25 orange parallel out of the 2020 2022 top Star Wars Chrome Sapphire set, and that one was sold on July the 11th. And there was another one that's just sold today, and I think that one went for even more. So
is it a green? I'm assuming it'd be green, a bit of a homage to the green, black.
There was one that went up. It went up to 13,000. I think it was an orange.
What?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Matty, man, 100%. He's like, huh? Yeah, like, it's massive at the moment. The Star Wars influencers pumping and dumping have lost the plot. I'll go over here.
Like, some of the prices are crazy, man. Like this to $500. And these blue sapphires, these are base like $250, $380, and they're just base sapphires. They're not even numbered.
AIH has been reporting it source as well.
Yeah, so this is who I got it off. I had a look at his story and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I just started to have a look at it, and I just think it's interesting. Like there's no originality in this set. They're literally ripping the old images and putting it on new chrome cards, and they're building in just fake rarity with just numbering on it, and a different shade around the border. And people paying these absurd prices. I can't fathom paying $6.5 grand for a non-autographed number to 25 Star Wars Chrome card that probably cost them $1 to print.
Gold to 15 source. Is there a gold out there up for sale?
Is to 15.
So it goes aqua to 99, peridot to 75, green to 50, gold, orange to 25, gold to 15. Then there's purple to 10, red to 5, and an onyx black.
So there wasn't. So obviously that main picture is the one that people are looking
100%.
for. There has been a few, which is the face image that replicates his rookie card. What people perceive. I'm trying to see if there's.
If you type in Han Solo orange, does it come up? I'm interested to see what that goes for. Like even that, $600, $700. Sure, there's some Lando Calrissian. I'll wait till this drops to shit because these actually look really nice.
Gonna drop. No, they're nice cards. They are nice cards, but it's going to drop. I think people just need to relax. It is a sapphire.
What the hell's that shit? To 15, $3,000. That down, up. There you go.
That one there.
Him, buddy, sitting in the chair shooting from the Falcon.
Millennium Falcon. Well, that's what someone's got it priced at. It hasn't sold.
I thought that was in sold items. I was going to say,
it's not in sold. Let me go sold, and let me just try type in. See what comes up.
Maddie says none of those colors even coincide with Star Wars colors. The blue does and the green does because that's like the original. I think it does with the original cards. You got to go have a look at that. He says red and blue should be super short printed. Orange ? I think there was an orange set as well back then. Card Experience says it's not worth it, especially when $6.5K can get you a fractional share in a PSG box. That's great. That's actually great.
Oh, wow. No, $6.5 could get you a nice, for me, if I'm looking at some nice Kobe Bryant auto, multiple Kobe autos, a LeBron auto.
Why the hell do you want a Kobe Bryant auto, man, when you can freaking have a...
when I could have a number to 25 reprint of a Star Wars Sapphire Luke Skywalker, yeah. Yeah, so just, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to bring people's attention. It's obviously clearly the new hot set that's getting pumped by people. Never knew that Star Wars was so widely collected in terms of cards as this. I do know there are big Star Wars collectors in terms of like Star Wars Lego, Star
Princess
Wars
Leia
and all that sort of stuff.
There's a Princess Leia to 5 up for $5,000 with 30 bids on it.
Yeah, there you go.
What the hell is happening, bro?
Bring it up. I want to have a look at the bidding.
Yeah, I will. And even no, that one hasn't got anything yet. I'm just trying to see some other characters.
Here we go. Here's a one of one that sold. Let's have a look at this. He's a one of one Star Wars Han, Chewie, and Luke walking down the aisle there. The people are lined up on the side. That's a famous scene from the movie. And it looks like legitimate bidders, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a one of one. It does look like legitimate bidders. I can't deny that is fake bidding. Oh, that's being shipped.
Sorry, there you go.
It looks legitimate to me.
Fucking hell, man. Why does it want my... I've got to put my bids, my account in. I'm not signed in.
Yeah,
it's a nice looking card. It does look nice, but $5,000? Like, you on pot?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll tell you what you do
Are we
want.
heading
I'll tell you,
towards a recession? People
we
are
are,
spending this
but
much money on Star Wars cards.
you do know what would look nice though? The Darth Vader Onyx 101, all black. Can't lie, that would look freaking mint, bro. It looks so good.
Yeah, potentially
Vader.
could be getting shielded up. I don't know. A few lower end accounts here taking bids at the top, but it already got pushed up by larger accounts. It's sort of hard to tell. This bidding looks pretty decent. I couldn't tell that's 100% shield.
Surely
But yeah,
Vader's
it's
got a
interesting.
nice face card, man.
I think it's so interesting the prices that this stuff is going for. It's clearly the new hot set, Sapphire. But yeah, like with any new set, if you're a Star Wars collector, and you want to buy these cards, just wait.
Just wait.
It will cool down, and you will be able to pick them up cheaper, in my opinion. I think boxes of this are going for around 600 US. So yeah, interesting.
Nice. All right, Source. Moving on, we've got a bit of fun in tonight's episode as well. So for those who have stuck around, this is very good. Last week, Source and I made a trip out with the Oracle to MSF Pro Cards in Mulgrave.
Yep.
It's in Mulgrave. Awesome. Really good. Nice setup in there, Source. Had the beats in the background, had NBA Jam, nice cabinet, nice array of cards. Flick boxes were nice. They had like bin boxes properly sorted, like crazy, by player, by team. It was awesome. Really, really good. The hospitality was great, and it was awesome to get in there. Then we headed over to EJ Collectibles. Same as them. Great hospitality, great people there. Had a lot of product in there. It was just good to look around, flick through some bins, buy some cards.
Added a couple of blank canvases to the collection to
you did, Source?
try get that one up there, and picked up a few cheapies in there and a couple of packs and stuff we did.
And then, the first stop in this trip of the hobby trip was Cherry, so it was good to jump in there. Saw Dale, great to catch up with him. We did some business with him, which was nice. But MSF Pro Card Source, there was something behind the counter, and we thought the followers of the podcast, if you're listening to this now, you probably want to switch over to YouTube. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button, share this, and tell everyone to hit the subscribe button.
Give it a like.
Because Source, I'm ripping 2 packets tonight of the famous television show Baywatch. All right, I'm ripping some Baywatch cards. Now, I'm shattered that the card messiah is overseas at the moment, because he mentioned this a while ago, and he said, "Oh, we should be ripping these as a joke." Well, Saucy, what did you pick up to rip on the show tonight?
I picked up some Playboy, one Wet and Wild, and Playboy Centerfolds, which has, I think that's Pamela Anderson on the front. So it'd be great to pull a nice Pamela.
Is it a rookie?
I don't know if it's a rookie.
You know what's funny? I also can pull her cards because she was in the show. So I should actually
one pack is from 2000 and one pack is from 2001. We seen them in there. We said, let's have a laugh. Let's buy some of these. And
oh, AIH, what's happening, bro? You're in at the perfect time, Raul. We're ripping Baywatch cards and Playboy cards, and we're going to decide which ones we want to pump in the market. So, we're going to be the gatekeepers.
Yeah, we're about to pump these. We're pumping them.
We're the gatekeepers, so we're pumping them. So our followers, we're going to want to pump this. You know what's funny? I typed because I wanted to see her rookie card. That's Pam Anderson. Go on TCDB Source. What do you reckon it says? Card front blocked due to potential mature content. So I'm trying to see what year's your
card experience, I'd know who I'd pump.
I told you, just share it out, get it in. Saucy, you got to be careful too what we show on here. Well,
mate, I need something. I need a space.
Are these 95? Are these 95? I think these are 95. I don't even know. I just bought them to provide entertainment for all of you at home listening and watching.
Here we go.
I'm hoping this is 95.
I've got something, Dom. I've got our little business card to protect, so we don't get done for explicit
Have a look
content.
at this. This I can bring up. There's nothing explicit here, but I'm telling you, I can hit one of these. I'm not going to be complaining. I'm just putting it out there.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right. Dom.
You can. I'll root first because yours is going to be we'll keep everyone waiting. The anticipation. It's going to be killing people for. I don't even know what you're going to get in there. I'm actually quite worried. Now, in this, there's a insert the Rainbow Collection, which is 1 in 6 pack sauce. So I've got 2 packs. I'm hoping. Maddie says he got a pic of a Pam Auto from the last Hobby Hangout. So that's good. Obviously, if we don't get Pam, you know who we want. We want the Hoff. We want the Hoff. So I know that there's going to be no nudity. They're stuck together like, real bad. Oh,
it's old and crunchy. Should have put them in the freezer, mate.
I try not to ruin. Like, I don't want to see the cards.
Okay, that sounds ugly. I
can you hear it?
Here. Yeah.
Oh, it's grot. Oh, that's grot as. All right. They're all undone. They're probably taking off all the paint. I don't know what we've got here. Behind the scenes. Oh, fuck. What am I doing?
There you go.
Oh. Behind the scenes. There's the Hoff in a rescue mode. This guy's a Le Mans. This guy is a genuine Le Mans. There she is, mate. Look at that. Dual rookie card. Pump it. This is their true rookie card source. They're both in here. Pump that to the moon. Oh, bios. Who is that? This is fucking terrible. Who is that? Matt Brody. Just some guys running on the beach. I probably don't want that one. And some more Matt Brody bios. But as you can see, and if you can see that source being stuck together, there's flecks on the cards. Is the paint from the card that was in front of it, unfortunately. So anyway, I'll send it to PSA. I'll get a 10, so I'm not too fucking fast. So I'm not bothered.
That's all right. If not, we'll send it to Golden. Then through him, we'll get a 10.
There you go. I reckon this is one of those card source. The Rainbow Collection. The font's in rainbow on the front, and it's got David Hasselhoff trying to give this kid the last ride, Undertaker style. Just fucking drop him on his head. It's exactly what you want.
Tombstone.
Oh, this is the card I wanted too. That's a good card. It's not a solo card. Fuck. They're so stuck, man. Anyway, that's the Rainbow. That's going to grade shit because it took the front of the card behind it. I don't know if you can see it here. It's all white. Break out the Kleenex, boys. There she is.
Hoff.
With the Hoffman. I'm actually... Everyone's just like, Doma, just get the Baywatch shit done. We just want to see Saucy open his packs. And I'm saying the longer I take, the more people we get in here. There's the Hoff. There's the non-parallel version of him tombstoning the kid. And then the last couple of cards. Fuck. Rescue card. You got the Hoff rescuing Pam Anderson in this card. And here's the bio card, which was stuck, but not a bad card of the Hoff. There you go.
There he is. Nice, Doma.
Done.
Nice.
Easy. I'll top load this one, and I'll top load this one, and the rest of them. Go jam it.
Silver foil base set. 10 gold.
Make yourself big. Get this off me. Also, shout out to Palms Off for the top loaders.
All right. We'll go with the wet. We'll go with the wet and wild first. We'll go with the wet and wild first.
I'm actually so nervous here. This probably should have been left for what are we doing here? To be honest.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they're good cards.
No.
They're nice. They're nice.
No.
Hang on, let me make sure they're not stuck together. Oh my god, they are stuck together. Oh no.
Oh, Matt, look at that comment source by Matt.
All right, ladies and gents. Oh, they're back to front. It's got double pictures. Oh, you get 2 for the price of 1. You wouldn't believe it.
You're beauty.
All right, ladies and gents.
We're going to get into trouble like Jack
There is some
and Isaac
explicit
Quainer.
material. There is some explicit material. We're gonna
It's only cardboard. So
we're just gonna have to hang on. There we go. We got the wet and wild girlfriend. There it is.
You can't show it. We're cancelled. We're done.
I'm guessing.
How about you look at the card first, you idiot?
I know what the card looks like. I did that one on purpose because it wasn't too bad, but this one it's a bit worse. But there you go. It's Wet and Wild Girlfriend, Hayley Myers and Heather Christensen. Interesting.
I'm done here.
All right.
This is great.
Now, you know what I need, Dom? I'm going to fold this card in half because I need it just,
Adam says get Uncle Ken and Don West on the phone. The true rookie. Yeah, this is the true rookie. Sold for $25K last week. I sold to you for 15.
All right, Dom.
On the money.
I've done an absolute beauty. I've cut the little thing. I've cut the little thing, so it's less. So
we get more one of our cards. We were meant to grade that.
That's all right. All right.
Maddie says, what bank do you keep them in?
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. I clearly can't show what. Just imagine what's behind there. Clearly can't show that. That's
Rael, you still in here, by the way?
Oh, I could show the other side though. There she is. I could show that side. That's a bit of a soft core. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'm gonna have to sleeve these up, mate, just so later, so they don't get a bit messy. Oh fuck! I'm an idiot. Miss July and Angel Boris, 1996. Miss July. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
that's all right. They show that much on the IG, mate. They show that much on IG.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
Right. That's nice.
James says 13-year-old me would have traded all my basketball cards for one of those, Saucy. And the card experience says that we're called double D coverage now.
Here she is. Who's this? Tisra Casino. There she is. There she is. Bang, very nice. And the back of the card, which clearly I can't show. Bang, there you go. Double D coverage. Hey, I'll tell you what, and hers are double D. Don't you worry about that. Card experience. They're very, very nice. Miss Tishara Casino. She's got very, very, very nice double Ds. All right. Who's this? This is Tara King. Tara King. There it is. Just imagine. Just imagine what's behind there. Just imagine. Hey, I'm hoping you can get autos in these, Dom. So I'm hoping I can get auto. Yes, you can. It says on the pack. All right, I'm not going to show the back of the card.
James.
I'm not going to show the back of the card.
James. Don't read
I didn't.
He wants you to just drop the thing a little bit lower, mate.
No, I didn't, James. No, I didn't.
No, he's just doing your head in.
This is Sung Hee Lee. For all the people that might like Asian women. There you go. Very nice, very nice. Just imagine what's behind that card. It's clearly something X-rated. Now this one I actually can't show this one. I can't show this one because I can't block it properly.
You might have to just show the face of the person. Just get a double coverage card.
Hang on. I've done it. There you go.
Who is that?
There she is. And
you want
the
Pam
name
Anderson,
is
mate.
Layla Roberts. Very, very nice. Now, look, Doma, there's two different pictures of these women. So there's one on the back, one on the front. Like, it's same woman, but back and front. So it's, you get 2 for 1. It's brilliant. I would highly suggest anyone pick up a box of this. Pretty cheap. Pack cost me $10, but I think a whole box is not that expensive. I've seen them on eBay before, not going to lie.
Yeah, well, we know what the next double coverage fucking investment's going to be.
We might have to do the opening and then release it on Pornhub or something, just so we don't get shut down. You ever seen someone opening cards on Pornhub?
Well, there's a first for everything.
There's a first for Alexa Adams. There you go.
Look at some of these.
Alexa Adams.
Some of these comments, bro. I'm done.
James, that's funny. I like it.
Even Maddie's one. Under Azzurro.
All right. No,
we're still on the first packet.
No, last card. Jodie Hoskins.
Is that it?
Jodie Hoskins. I'll show the back. I won't show the front. That way I don't have to block it. But there you go. Not too bad. You can't see any nip, so we're good. We're good. All right. That's the first pack done.
Oh, I was going to say there's still another packet.
Yeah, still another pack.
What's next?
I didn't get any variants. But next is Playboy centerfolds with big Pamela on the front.
Oh, this is what he's waiting for. If he hits a Pamela, he could lose the plot here.
One autograph jumbo box topper sealed in 1 in 10 boxes. So there could be an auto in here. Very, very unlikely. And then we're looking for, there's another, 1 in 10 gold foiled autograph cards, 1 in 24 packs. Oh, so there's one auto per box.
Here you go. You got a 1 in 24 shot chance source. We could get a massive bang going on here. We could be all over socials tomorrow for hitting the biggest card. We'll do a recap at the end for your card experience, and you can pause the show every time Source shows a card. Take your quick screen clip.
All right. So same effect here. They got the card on the front, name on the side. Yeah, nice looking cards. Very nice looking. I think I'm going to have to cover a bit of nip on this side. Here we go. Here we go. Very nice. No idea what her name is. Karina Harney. There you go. Feel free to Google any of these if any of them think they look good, and you might want to look for further pictures. It's got another picture on the back, which I will show. So just so people can see what the back looks like, if you wanting to buy any.
Absolute Le Mans, we are.
We are Le Mans. This one doesn't need to be done. Claudia something, no idea. This is like an old school one. This is probably like from a picture back in the 50s. There we go.
All right, not too bad.
Not too bad.
He's like, what is this reaction? What is this? It's throwing you off of all people.
But there's a lot of hair down there, man. There's a lot of hair down there. A lot. A lot.
What are you on about? He's lost it.
I'm not even going to bring this. I can't bring.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
Oh.
Anyway, Monique St. Pierre. That's who it is. Oh, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. Hang on. I'll show her face. I can't show anything else. It's all pretty. There you go, Monique. There she is, St. Pierre.
That's old school as well. It's like a bit of a throwback.
Mate, you got to read what their comment is on the back. So Monique St. Pierre, I love to do Total body massage. Not missing a square inch of your body.
That was during Uncle. Those came out during Uncle Ken's time as well. Those cards,
mate. I think that's what they are. I think it's a throwback to older play because they're very old style images. Looks like these are like
centerfold. Well, centerfold is like the middle page. That's what it is. That's what a centerfold is in a magazine. So it's probably like the girls that have had centerfolds over their career, like in the magazine, to that point in time. Clearly,
Pecha Veriaki.
It's like Jim from American Pie.
Google this woman's name because there's a lot going on behind that little thing that I've got in front there. A lot. Mate, I told you, a lot of them you can't show that. You're lucky there's something there.
No shit. I expected that you'd be doing this on every card, to be honest.
I even missed the bottom on the other one, but I said, stuff it. There's that much hair there. You can't see anything. There you go. That's, I don't even know. I can't pronounce their names, man.
Yeah, it's like a UFC pronunciation.
Gwen Wong. This was Gwen Wong. I'm pretty good with Asian names. Gwen Wong. There you go.
You're here for one person and one person only.
Nah, we haven't hit one, unfortunately. I'm just going to break it to you.
Jesus, Azuro. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They are vintage Azuro. That's what I said. When I first seen it, I said, geez, that's a lot of hair.
Oh, my God.
I wonder how many blokes choked back in the day. There you go. Go Collins. Look, we do apologise if there is any females listening to this at this point in the show. Look, we apologise, but we're having a bit of fun. We've seen these at the card shop, and they are Playboy cards. So
I might have to open one of these to just settle down the stream at the end. Just the turbo attacks.
There you go. There's a bit more going on down there, but that's it. That's all he's got. Goodbye, Doma. Goodbye. I like him.
Well, clearly for you, you'll be definitely doing a recap of those without that strip once we go off stream. I can assure you that much. Oh man.
Do you reckon me Instagram will get like reported if I start putting up a few of these?
I reckon the YouTube's finished. This will be the last ever show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a great ride. I think it could be done this time. I genuinely think so. That last shit happens. Fuck. Oh well. That's life, I guess. We still got a segment to go as well, by the way.
Good fun, Doma. Oh,
we still got a segment.
Very funny.
That was Saucy Smoky. James. Yeah, there's always a streaming service, I guess. We're not completely out of commission. We're not done just yet. We've got insert of the week. We won't forget about that. I'll quickly run through it. Try and get my bearings here. We're all over the fucking shop. That was a lot of fun, mind you. Is that yours? No, mine. All right, we've got 93, 94 Fleer NBA Jam sessions. And the inserts we're looking at from this set are the Game Breakers and there's three. Game Breakers, second year, and why have I got two of those? Whoops. And the last one is the Slam Dunk Hero. So these are a bigger card. They're a bit more stretched. So very affordable. Very, very affordable. Second year Shaq cards in this. 93, 94. This is a Slam Dunk Hero. There's Shaquille O'Neal. You can get Sean Kemp in this set as well. Who else can you get in this? Where are we? You get Sean Kemp, Shaquille O'Neal, Grandmama, Larry Johnson, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, Alonzo Mourning, Hakeem Olajuwon, and David Robinson. So it's actually a very, very good set.
Some good names in there.
So that's that one. That's Slam Dunk Hero. The next one is the Game Breakers. This is one of the only PSA slabs I could find. And it's of Charles Barkley. It's a nice looking card. $60 PSA 8. This one's at 1 cent with 10 hours left if you want it raw. This one, the Game Breakers, isn't as strong the checklist. It's got Barkley, Tim Hardaway, Kevin Johnson, Dan Majel, Scottie Pippen, Mark Price, John Starks, Dominique Wilkins. The Scottie Pippen in this set looks amazing. I want to see if I can find the Scottie Pippen. Here it is. It's a nice looking card, man. That's
I like
Scotty.
I like this set.
Scottie Pippen's
the cards
really
look
good.
like not normal sized cards. They look like
they're
a bit
stretched.
longer.
They're a bit stretched.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the last one, the only reason this one, it is second year star. And I just picked out, it's just Shaquille O'Neal because he's the best guy in the set. Second year star. Nice rainbow looking card. Obviously, Shaq going up there for a block or a rebound. Yeah, it's got the second stamp on there. So nice looking card. The Game Breakers is a closer look at what it looks like. Nice colors on the card. And obviously the Scottie Pippen one looks awesome. So yeah, there you go. That is insert of the week. So 93, 94 jam sessions. You've got the Game Breakers, second year stars, and the Dunk Master. There you go. Done, Saucy. Maddie says you haven't blinked once since you opened the first pack.
Can you blame me? Jeez.
There you go. Should do a late with Saucy. Crack open a box. Up late with Saucy. There you go. Well, it was good. Well, bit of fun. We could actually have a laugh.
You know, we could crack a box. The way we could do it is on an IG live, and the live would not get saved, and that's the only way it could actually get done. Because
true.
That's the only way that it could get done without us getting shut down. Unfortunately.
Anyway, we got to put it on. It was actually fucking hell. I might have to tag them in the post when we put out this video. Release the pod. But I'm pretty much speechless. Some of the shit that has been said in this podcast. It was a lot of fun. I'll be honest. It's a lot of fun ripping packs. Maybe we just try and find some of these wax packs on eBay Source and just buy a whole fucking bundle of them and we just rip them.
What, are you talking about Playboy?
You can, you nutcase. You fucking nutter. Anyway, anyone going to the United game as well, this Friday or Tuesday, hit us up. Let us know if you're heading down in Melbourne. Saucy and I will be there. If you want to swing past, say hello. It'll be awesome. Anyway, Sauce, on behalf of myself and the great man Sauce, keep living, loving, and breathing sports. Double coverage, double D coverage. And peace.
Peace. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports. Double coverage.
Well.